Peace, diehards. It's the DiehardKnicks at the half. Yeah, man. Almost missed the game, man. I had a long day at work today, and I might have caught it maybe like what I want to say, like maybe like 7 minutes into the first quarter. Knicks game is still going on my stream over here. As you can see on the Yahoo stream, there the game is over, going into the halftime. It's pretty cool that the NBA TV gives like a free look into their league pass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if they're giving it free, then I guess it's okay for me to stream it to you guys, right? Doing the highlights here from the halftime. Got this guy Karl Anthony Towns. He's been through a lot this year, so I want to be careful. How I describe his game and stuff. But I just really don't think that he's an A. I made that note here. About his play and stuff. I just really don't think that he's like an A player. You know, another person that stands out to me is Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, they were just saying just now that that he was playing since he was 14 years old, a professional since he was 14. It's crazy, man. They said what 2004 or whatever they said. Man, 2004 professional at 14 years old. 14 years old, man. I didn't know my left hand from my right hand, man. I still, you know, still trying to learn how to freaking, talk to girls and stuff, whatever. And this dude is playing professional basketball at 14 years old, man. Different life in Europe, man. To be out there drinking wine and all kind of stuff at a young age. And man, he's still doing the highlights and stuff. The game pace and whatever. I feel like the Knicks are just outclassing a lot of teams, man. A team like the Timberwolves are just they're just not well coached, in my opinion. They don't look like they've ever like they look like they never like planned for the Knicks. It's like they just came out there. They just have their way of playing, and they're just not really attacking the Knicks. Yeah, it seems like they don't really have like a game plan. Really, they just come out there and the certain guys can shoot threes, certain guys can do whatever. They show everything that they can do, but I just feel like they don't really game plan for other teams. Because I'm just looking at these highlights here. You can see, Taj Gibson. He just got a dunk. Like guys are just too wide open on the Knicks. When you watch these highlights, you know. Knicks are playing good defense, man. We're definitely locking teams up. That's our bread and butter. But just looking at a team like the Timberwolves, you can see like this remind me of like the old Knicks. We used to have a lot of talent back in the days, but we just weren't prepared for anybody. We weren't ready for anybody. We had no game plan. We had bad coaching, bad decision makers from our players and stuff. Man, Timberwolves are exciting. Of course, they got athletes and stuff. They're gonna be able to do certain things. It's the NBA. So they'll be able to score and do different things like that. But it's just like even just Karl Anthony Towns just now. You saw that play there, how RJ Barrett just went past him. It's just like just poor preparation of how to defend certain guys. I just don't get it. But you appreciate what Tom Thibodeau's been doing for the Knicks. 'Cause I mean, like talent wise, the Minnesota Timberwolves should be destroying us right now. We're up what 61, I think I said. Yeah, 61. We're up 61-50 at the current moment now. Let me refresh this real quick. Right now, the Knicks are doing their own halftime show. Got Rebecca Harlow. Rebecca Harlow, man, that's my baby too. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into this to these stats and stuff. So far, Ricky Rubio, that 15 points a game. Like, I guess you can deal with that because you want to talk about their points. Minnesota. I mean, that's a guy that's historically just can't shoot. He's 3 for 4. So you could take that if he's going to be shooting 3 from 4 for 3. Then you could take that. Also, too, check out their field goal shots, man. 16 for 37 from the field, 8 from 16 for 3. At one point, they had more 3-point shots than 2-point shots in the first quarter. So this is a funny team, man. You got Malik Beasley. He only has 3 points. He's like a prolific scorer for them. He's a 20-point scorer for those guys. So he only has 3 points. Karl Anthony Towns, a couple times he got the ball on the block and he's more karate chopping, throwing his arms back and doing all kind of stuff rather than, going into his move and stuff. So it's a lot of negatives for their team and stuff. Jaden McDaniels is another guy. I actually got Jaden McDaniels on my fantasy team. I'm expecting him to blow out, but they got guys like Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt's a guy that I wanted the Knicks to draft. When he was up for the draft, he came out of Kentucky, but he's not. I don't understand why they're starting him. He got 2 points. Steal. He gets steals and he passes the ball well. For a big man, they got him playing power forward. He's not a power forward. It's just a poorly managed basketball team. Karl Anthony Towns with undersized Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Edwards now, because of course this guy is hurt. D'Angelo Russell is hurt, but they should still have enough firepower to at least take us, bang with us. So that's the thing, man. The Knicks keep guys, hands length away. So as long as the Knicks can continue to press with their defense, we should be able to handle certain teams. You got guys like Naz Reid. Naz Reid, he came in, he gave them a little bit of life. He was 5-4 at that first half. Only played 8 minutes. But these are guys that they usually do well for them because Naz Reid, now he's on my fantasy team. But they have another center also on their team that's on my fantasy team that I don't see him here. They have a lot of injuries. But this is definitely a game that we should win. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of scouting too because I'm trying to figure out how the Knicks can get better. So I was looking at Beasley and stuff. Like what is the Timberwolves trying to do? Like what's their end game as far as trying to win? I know that they went and signed on Beasley. They kept D'Angelo Russell. They went and got Rubio, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to stack the backcourt. It's a backcourts league, yes. But they're not giving any of these backcourt guys anybody to pass to. So I know they drafted this guy, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards I'm not really impressed with. He's a very confident dude, man, but I don't really see too much in his game that shows that he's gonna be like this ill player. But I mean, as a small forward, I guess that will be his spot. So once they figure that out, maybe when they get D'Angelo Russell back, maybe they'll keep Anthony Edwards in that small forward spot and let that grow. Like I said, Jaden McDaniels is another guy they probably can be in their power forward spot. Outside of that, they got Jared Cutler. He's been hurt all year. Hernan Gomez has been hurt all year. The great Nick Ed Davis. He didn't get a shot to play. They got a couple defenders. They got Okogie. He's a good defender. A couple names on their roster that you recognize, but they're just not a good basketball team, man. Shout out to these Knicks. Let's talk about what the Knicks have been doing. I just like, to compare, Karl Anthony Towns to Julius Randle. Julius Randle, when he gets that ball in the post, man, they've been getting caught on the switch. If you get caught on the switch with Julius Randle, he's gonna drag you straight down to the paint and just make an easy basket on you. You just can't stop him. There's a difference between Julius Randle and Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns doesn't have a strong base. He doesn't have a strong upper body. But Julius Randle has a strong base, strong upper body, but a feathery touch, and he has a lot of different offensive moves. He's way under control than he's ever been in his entire career. So, it's a big contrast, whatever. So Julius Randle, he got 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's going to end up having his regular numbers against Minnesota. Reggie Bullock's been playing okay. He's giving you, if Reggie Bullock is giving you 7 points, that's already a whole game's worth of play right there. But he's been pretty good. I mean, the Timberwolves are not really doing nothing to the Knicks to stop them. This guy, Nerlens Noel, has been like, he got 5 rebounds, and I just feel like, they're not boxing out, they're not doing anything. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but their coaching is crazy. Elfrid Payton, 7-4. That's exactly like about his average. 7 points. Approaching 12 points. He should get about 12 points tonight. RJ Barrett is playing against a team that's not giving him any resistance either. He bodied Karl Anthony Towns. A couple different moves. He's been Reggie Bullock, Elfrid, and RJ. They've just been jumping into the lanes. Nerlens Noel is another guy. Tops Gibson, Obi Toppin, they just been pouncing into the paint. And if you got guys pouncing into the paint like that, you're not playing good basketball, man. You're not going to win games like that. So, I mean, the Timberwolves are looking to get hot. Ricky Rubio has been doing his best, impersonation of Steph Curry out there with a slow ass game or whatever. He looked like he played 14 years, man. He's definitely like several steps slower than everybody, but for somehow he gets open. He gets lane to the basket, to the lane, to into the paint. Somehow he gets that jump shot on free. I don't know how he does it, but he's like he plays in between the lines, kind of in between dimensions. Ricky Rubio. Back to the Knicks. Alex Burke, shout out to him. He's been hitting his shots. He's 1 for 3. I thought he had an extra three. Maybe they counted it as a two. I felt like he had 2 threes in that first half there. Maybe 3. I thought he had 3 threes. Anyway, maybe I'm bugging. Derrick Rose, same thing. They just been kind of just pouncing into the lane. Manuel quickly, he missed a couple easy chippers, whatever. But he's just out there kind of just dancing around, letting the ball go. That's one thing about the Knicks. We just let the ball go. One important thing with talking about game planning and stuff like that. When you want to talk about the zone, the Knicks have had a big problem with the zone this year because we quote unquote can't shoot. But it's more than one way to attack the zone, man. So to attack the zone, you got to move the ball. You got to pull yourself out a little bit to get the zone to come out, to open up the spacing. You got to get guys in a mindset where if the zone happens, guys come up. You got to get into the spots. You know what I'm saying? So a couple times when they started running that zone, right at the top of the key, same thing. Like I just said, Reggie Bullock pulled himself out a little bit. He was able to swing the ball around. Somebody that was in the paint, kind of in the post, he pulled himself in where he drew the defense towards the middle, and then he was able to catch guys coming like baseline from the weak side. You know what I'm saying? So that's all just attacking the zone. If their defense is not tight and not paying attention, then they will easily be able to take advantage of it. So they tried to ice us with the zone, and the Knicks just beat it just by being smarter, being so much more well prepared than any other team out there. So that's great to see, man. As far as being well prepared, Flip Saunders, the great coach from Minnesota, he had passed away, but his son took over at the age of, I think he was like 31. That's crazy, man. That's that nepotism, man. I made a podcast not too long ago about Scott Layden. Scott Layden is that nepotism. Scott Layden is the son of Frank Layden. Frank Layden was like a spirited coach. Actually a real coach. But he's spirited, whatever. He used to coach Utah. Back in the days before Sloan, and he had a couple other gigs too around the league. But Scott Layden got his start in the NBA through nepotism. Ain't nothing wrong with nepotism. There's a couple different people in the NBA that's been successful. Donnie Walsh, that's one. Not Donnie Walsh. Donnie Nelson, Don Nelson's son. He's very successful over there in Dallas and stuff. So I mean, it could be a good thing. What do you want to say? A couple guys, man. A couple guys that their fathers were a coach, and their fathers brought them into coaching, and they've been able to do okay. But I'm not really a fan of that. I know that's the whole basketball culture, to bring people in, from your circle, from your coaching circle. You know what I'm saying? But this guy Sanders, man, he's just like just judging from the talent and stuff like that. But Tom Thibodeau was there too. So Tom Thibodeau has some of these same guys when he was coaching there, and sometimes players just don't have it. Julius Randle in that podcast with JJ Redick, he was talking about just the manner of which these guys are just great teammates. Best teammates some of the best teammates that he's ever had. So it comes down to personnel too. It's not necessarily about talent, not necessarily about the coaching yelling and stuff like that. It has a lot to do with the players, accepting that, and not only that, just being a good basketball player within themselves to be able to make it all connect. So let me see what's going on with the comments. We got Jarrell here. Well, man, I am Jarrell is here. He's hanging out with me. Let's start from the beginning. We got Big Tass is here. What's good? How you doing? Thanks for hanging out on the halftime show. We got Cicero Holcomb. He's just laughing. Let's just tap these guys. Like I said, Jarrell is here. Shout out to Jarrell. He's always hanging out with us. What else we got here? Yeah, man. There's a lot of cool comments here. Julius Randle's next. Willis Reed. What's going on here? Yeah, man. It is what it is with that. basketball is basketball. It's like there's so many different ways to play it. Everybody keeps talking about and spacing and pace and stuff like that. But the Knicks are taking teams out playing the old school way, playing the wrong way. According to how a lot of teams are saying. But look at the box score for the Knicks. Uh, you know, it's been like a nice smooth game, man. Everybody's been contributing to points wise. There's a lot of sevens, a lot of eights. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with 7 or 8 points. Julius got his 12. That he should be getting every half. Taj Gibson and Obi Toppin, they're doing their thing. Look at the rebound Browns for Obi Toppin, 3 in 7 minutes. He's not really been rebounding well, but he's been doing it today. So I mean, guys are just doing what they're supposed to do in this first half. So now, are we going to win this game? That's the thing. In order for us to win this game, we're going to have to continue this. We're going to have to continue to isolate the Timberwolves. Basically ice them. We got to ice the Timberwolves. Continue to just to keep them behind the 8 ball. We had to be careful with certain players because they do have some prolific scorers here, man. You got Malik Beasley, like I mentioned. Malik Beasley is a guy that's definitely somebody that can get hot because he averages 20-something points a game for them, and he's like right now outside of because what's the name is not there, D'Angelo, is not there, so Malik is definitely going to be the guy to score. So you look out for certain guys. Some of these other guys on the bench they're not really like threatening, they can't really score like that. But just like Malik Beasley, look for Malik Beasley to try to get off, chuck. Look for him to chuck, throw shots up to try to get himself hot, and then take a look for Anthony Edwards to try to do something, man. But anyway, the second half has begun. Right now, the Knicks are up 61-53. They just scored. Take a look at this, man. It's just cool, man, that they're doing this. They're allowing teams to the NBA League Pass to show us the game and stuff. This halftime show is interesting. I see Sim and the guys that weren't able to pop in today, but it's all good. We talk basketball. So we'll see what we do with this halftime show as time goes on, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. So get yourselves back to the game, and maybe you might see me later on tonight on Sim's post-game show. All right, so anyway, this Evie, we're out. 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. See you guys on the next one. All right, peace.